This image was shot on iPhone 7 Plus. Lot of times, especially in the shadows, we can lose a lot of details because of the small sensors on mobile phones. I'll try here to make the image pop, especially the main subject with the free tools in Snapseed and Lightroom apps. Though we cannot recover all details, especially the skin tones, it should be more than good enough to post on social media. I'm thankful to Lynn D for providing me the picture here for today's video. So the first thing in Snapseed, I'm gonna use the healing tool to remove the trash on the right side. Next in Tune Image, I'm gonna try to get some details back in the shadows. Can't do a lot here as there is a lot of noise present. Also decrease in the highlights a bit. Now for some selective filters. Here I'll try to pop the skin tones. So here on the face and arms, some brightness, a lot of contrast, little saturation, decrease in the structure to make it a little smoother. Similar tuning around the legs. You can see the brightness leaking around the subject. We'll come back to that later. One more selective filter to decrease the saturation on this building. Now to remove the excess brightness around the subject, I'll go to masking. Tap the stacks icon on the top right, view edits, then the selective option and tap the brush. Here with the effect enabled and the brush value below at 0, I will brush out the mask around the subject. Zoom in to get precise control around the edges. Toggle the eye icon to get the visual red mask. This will take a bit of time. Next with curves, I will apply some contrast with the preset soft contrast to the overall image. Now to brighten the subject, I will first use curves to increase the brightness to the overall image. And then with masking, apply it on the main subject. Here I can notice the color of the face is not as warm compared to the rest of the skin tones. So little increase in the temperature with the white balance menu. And then with masking, applying it on the face. Also move contrast to the face using curves and then applying it with masking. Now to give more limelight to the main subject, I will apply some vignetting with the vintage filter. Also a little masking to make the image more interesting. Bit more tuning the contrast on the face. So here's the before and after in Snapseed. Now moving to Lightroom for some color tuning. Here in the Lightroom app, I'm going to tune the colors in the color menu mix. Here mainly I will try to give the skin tones some pop and mute the rest of the colors a bit. So reduce the saturation and brightness of the blues mainly. Same thing with the greens. Yellow hues a bit towards oranges. Now for the skin tones, I'm gonna increase the luminance of the oranges a bit. Reduce the saturation a little. Now for some split toning in the effects menu. Applying some shade of blues to the shadows. And some oranges to the highlights. Adding some vibrance in the color menu. More contrast by tuning the curves to the overall image. Here's the final results after the edits in Snapseed and Lightroom. Thanks for watching.